So there are two things which I have changed. First is that the quality of service which I was using earlier was exactly once, and that is why we were not getting the response here. And second is that I made data format as JSON. But the main concern was because of the quality of service which we were using. So now after changing the quality of service, if I go to Postman and provide all the details which was there in the previous, previously which I had given, and now when I hit the send button, what happens that we are getting exactly same response which we were getting when we used Postman directly to hit the eBay APIs. So if you can see, this is the this is the response which we got while we were using the eBay API, and this is what we are getting right now when we are using PI ICO to get the response. So these are basically same. If you want to check, I may show you this. So I'm taking this item ID and go here. Can I search for this? I'm not sure if I can search for this. Yeah, there you go. So this is 110520288511, and here you have the same item ID. So this is basically what we did in entire end-to-end process. That for the first call, what I showed you, that we can consume the eBay API through our PI interfaces, and first thing was that we were consuming from the third party client, that is Postman. We were consuming the eBay API. Secondly, what we did, that we used a REST receiver adapter to consume the eBay API, and then we used the REST sender adapter to expose this entire ICO as a REST API itself. So we are consuming eBay API on the REST side, and then exposing this entire ICO as a REST API to the third party client application, that is Postman. So first time Postman directly consuming the eBay API, and second time what we did, that we built the interface, and now the Postman is consuming the eBay API through the the interface which we have built by using the REST endpoint which has been created by the REST sender adapter. So this is the end-to-end flow. Now, few of the complexity which we can add here is that in real life, what you cannot put the authentication token every time you make a call. So about this authentication token, if I can show you this authentication token, yeah, this authentication token gets expired after a certain period of time. So sometimes it gets expired by 30 minutes, by 1 hour, 1 day, and what happens that once it gets expired, it has to be dynamically updated. So in real life case, what happens that we need to fetch the authentication token, and then we need to make the entire HTTP request using that updated authentication token, and then make the REST call. What we did here, that we generated the authentication token using eBay UI, and then use that authentication token in our ICO, in our HTTP request, and call that API using that authentication token, which is static right now. So in the coming videos, I may take this up and show you that how does the complexity increases if we have to dynamically generate authentication token every time we go and make a API call.